Ada Lovelace, a full century before modern computers were even invented, planted the very first seeds of the digital world in her own mind. Everything you see today, from the smartphone in our pockets to supercomputers powering deep space exploration, was once just her dream. Get ready to dive into the captivating story of the world's first computer programmer, an enchantress of number who saw the poetry in math, and a genius far ahead of her time. Born in 1815, Augusta Ada Byron was the daughter of Lord Byron, the tempestuous genius of English Romantic poetry. But Ada's early childhood was far from idyllic. Her father abandoned the family when she was just a few months old, never to return. Her mother, Lady Annabella Milbanke Byron, so feared seeing her daughter inherit her father's dangerous, wild, and poetic tendencies, that she ensured Ada received a rigorous education in logic, science, and mathematics from a very young age. Yet, this strict upbringing didn't stifle Ada's curiosity, quite the opposite, it nourished it. Ada didn't just play with numbers, she focused on the abstract principles behind them. She saw mathematics not merely as a tool for calculation, but as a way to explore the mysteries of the universe, even a form of poetry. Even as a young girl, she dreamt of designing flying machines, pushing the boundaries of science and technology. Her self-description as an analyst and metaphysician truly reflects this expansive viewpoint. Ada's life took its most critical turn in 1833, when she was just 17. She was introduced to Charles Babbage, a mathematics professor at Cambridge University, often hailed as the father of the computer. Babbage was, at the time, working on two monumental machines. First, the difference engine, designed for automatic calculation of tables, and more revolutionarily, the Analytical Engine, the first conceptual design for a general-purpose computer. Babbage's vision was mesmerizing. The Analytical Engine was a colossal device, made of brass and iron, powered by steam, and large enough to fill a room. Yet, it possessed surprisingly modern features. It had a central processing unit, which he called the mill, and expandable memory, which he termed the store. Crucially, it was controlled by punch cards, allowing it to be programmed to perform various mathematical operations. While many saw Babbage's machines as merely complex calculators, Ada's genius saw something far grander. She grasped that these machines weren't limited to just numbers. They could manipulate symbols, musical notes, and even artistic creations, possessing a universal potential. Babbage's mechanical dream, in Ada's mind, transformed into an abstract, processing power, a unique blend of a scientist's logic and a poet's imagination. Then came one of history's greatest turning points. In 1843, Babbage asked Ada Lovelace to translate a description of his engine, written by an Italian mathematician. Over the next 9 months, Ada didn't just translate. She appended her own set of extensive notes, which ended up being 3 times longer than the original translation itself. Within these notes, she even corrected and refined some of Babbage's own calculations. But the true groundbreaking element was her detailed explanation of how the Analytical Engine could compute a particularly complex sequence of figures known as Bernoulli numbers. Ada laid out, step by step, the precise computations the machine would need to make. Believe it or not, these were the very first computer programs, the foundational algorithms in history. Ada Lovelace didn't just write code, she conceptualized the very idea of a machine capable of more than just arithmetic, a machine that could process abstract concepts. She foresaw that computers could manipulate anything that could be expressed by symbols, opening doors to possibilities far beyond pure calculation. She speculated that the device could be used for both practical and scientific purposes, even suggesting it might one day compose elaborate pieces of music of any complexity or extent. Essentially, she envisioned almost all the applications we use computers for today, centuries before they existed. Her genius lay in bridging the abstract world of mathematics with the practical possibilities of machinery. While Babbage designed the hardware, Ada designed the software of the future. This very vision led Babbage to famously dub her the Enchantress of Number. However, Ada Lovelace's life wasn't solely defined by genius and discovery. She struggled with severe health issues throughout her life, which often interrupted her work. Furthermore, alongside the discipline inherited from her mother, she also possessed a risk-taking tendency perhaps passed down from her father. This led her to a notable passion for gambling, particularly on horse races. Though she tried to apply her mathematical prowess to beat the odds, these ventures often resulted in accumulating significant debts, adding financial and emotional strains to her life. Tragically, the analytical engine was never fully built in Ada's lifetime. The primary reasons included the technological limitations of the era and the project's prohibitive cost. Ada Lovelace passed away in 1852, at just 36 years old, from cancer, her profound insights largely unrecognized by her contemporaries. It wasn't until 101 years later, just as people were beginning to actually build the computers she had envisioned, that her work was republished. And finally, the world truly grasped how remarkably prescient she had been, a visionary who laid the foundations of computer science and artificial intelligence long before their time. Ada Lovelace's legacy reminds us that technology is not just about calculation, but about creativity, vision, and transformation. She was a genius who blended science with poetry, who saw beyond numbers, a complex yet incredibly inspiring figure. Her life stands as a testament to the boundless potential of the human mind and dedication to science despite all challenges. So, if Ada Lovelace were alive today, what do you think would surprise her the most about our modern world of technology? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And to keep getting smarter with us here at Hub Chrona, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more stories of our great minds.